What's up, guys? Jahoot here, and I just got done taking a dip in the sea with Ariel and friends in the Little Mermaid 2023. Let's talk about it. So basically, the Little Mermaid is a remake of the 1989 original version. And honestly, I'm kind of conflicted between the original and the modern day. This was definitely a movie that needed to be remade because whatever came out in the late 80s, it needed to be updated. Because I don't know, whatever was done in that story, I feel like the writer of that movie, he basically or she was going through some things with their own personal life, and they put it in writing. They had the opportunity just to tweak it up, but the inspiration was there. Like, it showed full blown. Because once she threw that fit, I'm 16, I love him, I was just in shock. Like, ain't no way. Ooh, this is not a good movie. You see, I never actually watched the original until today before going to see the new one, so I can really know between what's the difference and like, is Disney gonna really stick to the script or is they gonna change some things up? And of course, you know, they stuck to the script, but the movie is an hour longer than the original. And when you watch the original, honestly, I got frustrated watching the original because it like takes a moment to get things set up, and then when things finally get set up, it just over just like that. Once Sebastian, for example, had set the mood for Ariel and Eric to kiss, it was at the 1 hour mark, and I'm sitting here thinking to myself, because the movie is an hour and 20 minutes, the original, and you sitting here looking at this time, and it's like, all right, y'all already at the hour mark. When is Ursula big plan gonna finally like come to fruition, and then it's gonna be like successful? Once it hit that mark, you got 18 minutes left, and I'm just sitting here thinking to myself like, okay, so what's gonna happen? And little do you know, nothing really happened. Matter of fact, the ending of the original made me so mad I had to rewind it 4 times to make sure I wasn't missing nothing, and I wasn't. It literally was just how quick they was doing everything. So it's like, okay, the modern day, and I'm a stickler to when I say like, nothing is better than the original. You can't change the source material. But in this situation, the remake is just basically the original, but just a little more extent to the sequences and stuff that was already established. Like, they still say most of the lines in the original movie in this movie, and it's just like, okay. So yeah, not really trying to change nothing, but it feels much better. It flows so much smoother, and the father-daughter conflict in the original kind of did rub me the wrong way compared to what the modern day adaptation was trying to achieve. Like, Ariel in the original, she was a 16-year-old girl that was just naive and wanted to go to the surface world for a guy. This version, she just wants to go to the surface world and see what it's like, and it just happens to be a guy that she's interested in. I do like Ursula in this movie, I really do. She actually is just as flamboyant as the one that was in the original. Melissa McCartney, kudos to her for this role. This one is kind of more toned down. Now she's actually acting like somebody else. Like, I still knew it was her, but it's like, I feel this character, like she has more of a passion playing this character than any other like movie she's been in. Melissa McCarthy was a perfect Ursula, even though I'm on the fence with everybody else in the community that think Monique should have been cast. Now, rather she would have like been able to sell tickets off her name, or even if she would have been perfect casting, it would still be worth like to know that she was offered, you know. But I digress. Ariel Haley Bailey. Whew. Kudos to her. I don't really care about the role she was in, but when it came to the music, Beyonce would be proud of her. Beyonce would be proud. Like, that girl got vocals. Like, that first song, when she first started singing, I was just blushing it off because I don't like musicals. I hate musicals. But when that first song came on, and I was just kind of pushing it off, like, I ain't gonna start doing music. But when she was hitting the notes, I was like, oh my Jesus, this girl can sing. Say what you want about the race swap in the Little Mermaid. I'm neutral to the whole thing because, like, after watching like a film theory of what could potentially be what a mermaid look like and how they'll sound underwater, honestly, Ariel can be a black dolphin for all I care.
Oh man, you know what even is a cove? I think it's like what a white dolphin calls a bay. They be all like, honey, I'm taking Cooper and Tucker down to the cove. Right. Rest of us be like, sitting in the morning. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. Oh, I'm gonna do it. All right, just squeak out the whistle part.
But even if that was the case, that would have been too much representation for this movie because not only did they race swap Ariel, they race swapped her sisters, and she got a fine ass chocolate sister. Whew, good gosh. But they race swapped the sisters, and Prince Eric, his mama, even she's black. The queen is black. Now, like I said, I can suspend disbelief because this is a fairy tale, so anything can happen. But all I'm just saying is, when you see his mama and you see Eric, there's no way in hell that boy came out of that vagina. The prince, he had more to do in this movie, and he didn't just come off as like a pretentious little, I don't know, he wasn't just a dud. Like, he actually was an adventurous. He wasn't just like head over heels for a girl that he was searching for that sound. Yeah, that was in there, but he was more like an explorer. But it just happened to be a girl that he's interested in. How love basically is. Like, we shouldn't be like the way old Disney is always focusing on a relationship without a relationship. Like, you're forced to like each other. This one is more like people are trying to find themselves and then love the people around type shit. So it's like that type of thing. And I respect modern Disney for this. I would actually say that this is probably one of Disney's best remakes. I mean, I haven't seen all of them. I'm definitely not watching Aladdin, but the things in this one I do feel is better than what the original is. This is one of those occasions where the remake is better than the original source material. Needless to say, my only negatives for this movie really is that, because it is beat for beat with just small things added to it. The boss battle between Ursula and Ariel and the ship, whatever, at the end, the way they defeat Ursula is pretty much the same thing. And I hate that they didn't really go full adventure climax with that, but whatever. And the CGI for that was also like bad. Like, it was like, y'all could have honestly did a little bit better if y'all were gonna make her a monster. Like, I mean, I was looking for like at least like some Pennywise type of thing. It was just like generic, whatever, and it is what it is. Another thing was that I definitely didn't need the Prince singing. Like I said, I already don't like musicals. Ariel saved it with her vocals. I mean, Haley saved it with her vocals, but the Prince, he could sing, but I just didn't care for the song nor what he was singing about. So, yeah. Now let's talk about the animals. The live action animals actually were not bad to me. Honestly, I prefer them in a more realistic way, just because of this movie. But even in the original, I wish that they did a little more better on the aquatic, because I do like Flounder being an actual real looking fish, and he talking, it's like, it's still kind of adorable the way he moved, because it's just like, he looking both directions, because like a real fish, but it's like, the way he's moving is like, I can get with this. It ain't like egregious, like it looked completely stupid, like he just still, like he actually still got little movements. And Sebastian, I don't really like the animated version. I really don't. Just because of like, we got Mr. Krabs, for example. Mr. Krabs literally looks like a crab. Eyes long as hell, like a crab. Sebastian in the original, he has real eyes and teeth. It's cartoon, but it's just like, it doesn't exactly fit. It's just y'all drew this up this way because y'all didn't know how to draw a cartoony crab. SpongeBob did though. To wrap things up, I say I give this movie 7.5 out of 10 Jahoots. Yeah, that's fair. All right, that's my thoughts for the Little Mermaid 2023. I'm Jahoot. If you like what you're seeing, if you've seen the movie, comment below. Let me know. Let me know some things about this. Let me know how y'all feel about the original. I do definitely feel like there's something missing out of the original. It's got to be more to it, because the way that movie ended, that cannot be what originally was intended. But again, comment below, subscribe, ring that bell. Let me know some things. I'm Jahoot. I'm out.